All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask from returns for you guys to smash that like button, and if you are a first time viewer coming across the channel, do not forget to subscribe. Click on that notification bell so you are up to date and not miss a single video that we do and analyze here with 42 Vision. And here we are with Rdbx, Redbox Entertainment Inc., having an explosive move to the upside after this consolidation. In yesterday's video, I talked about how pivotal tomorrow was, which is today, and how going into next week will be as well. And while the stock was going up, the overall market in the SPY was going lower, and our SPY bot at 8:35 a.m. sent us out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward into the bell and after the bell, put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And this is our new release that allows us to have an edge within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, and our newly released Tesla bot. And we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the chart. So Rdbx fighting here to go back higher. We have some key levels to talk about. Everything here is looking pretty strong. We hit newer highs. We broke above the $11 range. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning turned out to be from our QQQ bot. The stocks I mentioned this morning gave realistic expectations of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus. And if you want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts and know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord and getting connected to our 42 Vision indicator and our bots within the Discord as well. And you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So as you see here, our QQQ bot sent out a bear indicator since 8:35 a.m. And from that moment forward into the bell and after the bell, the put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Rdbx, Redbox Entertainment Inc. And as I stated earlier in the video, what an explosive move. And in yesterday's video, we broke down some key levels when it came to support, when it came to resistance, and how important it was to break above 1048, where there was a double rejection in the last 2 days and multiple rejections earlier in the day as well on Wednesday. Now, my biggest concern when it came to the short interest, and I pulled it up in yesterday's video, and I appreciate everyone commenting their thoughts down below about this, was the days to cover, how it gave flexibility to the shorts. But everyone always had a good point, and I would love to see your guys' thoughts. Do you agree that this could go even further because of this data on the fact that the short interest of the total float was above 100% all this time, and also at the same time, the borrow fee rate is above 700%. These are some wild numbers, and a lot of people are comparing this to previous short squeezes that have happened. I love to see your thoughts down below, and how do you feel about this? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, but I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, QQQ bot, Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets and to maximize on opportunities, guys. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the chart. So one of the main things here with the bull and bear indicators is that this was our first bear indicator in 3 days and 4th day in a row, right? 4 days in a row of strength, first day of a bear indicator popping up on the 4th day. Now, where it popped up was a little bit uncomfortable. It wasn't even like a real strong determination because it was getting canceled out pretty quickly. It was going back up. And I stated, this is either going to dominate the chart if it pulls downwards and breaks through support. And even though it popped up right there towards the end of that pullback, and it's looking like a fake out, it could be the real thing, or it could end up being a fake out. No real bear indicator. This is just consolidation, the setup, like I like to call it, for the next bull run if it breaks back above the resistance level of 1025 and most importantly 1050, and it certainly did. And it got a bull indicator today into the opening bell on the 30-minute. Now, the cool thing is this doesn't just work on larger time frames. Whether you're a day trader, swing trader, scalper, it works on all time frames. And since the 5-minute, we have had a bull indicator since the pre-market. It popped up, consolidated, and took off full strength here on 42 vision. And right now I got a slight bear indicator already canceled out by another bull indicator. And even though it's pulling back, if this could hold up, that bull indicator might dominate over the chart. And if you pull up the 15-minute, this has been under a bull indicator since yesterday before the closing bell, a few hours before it, and it led up to today, guys. So very interesting stuff on the lower time frames. But in the bigger time frame, the 30-minute, still no bear indicator. This bull indicator is dominating, and we have bright green bars, guys. This is some strong moves here. Now, we also want to go ahead and zoom out and look at it on a larger time frame, and we're going to come back and talk about some key levels here on the 30 minutes. So the first thing is the 4-hour here had a bear indicator canceled out by a bull indicator here at 684. We were slightly pulling back, and things quickly shifted from bright green with red borders into bright green with green borders, and there's the full strength today. And we hit new highs that we have not seen in months, guys, since the end of last year. Now, we have some key levels that rejected at around 1430, and today's high was around 1460s. We really want to see this break back above $15 before talking about $18, $20 range of possible run, right? Of going up towards that area. But we are on a bull indicator on the 4-hour. And then another thing too is on the 1 day, we've been under a bull indicator since $4. Had a slight pullback here at the beginning of June, but it has been strong back to back on bright green. Now, the one thing we did analyze was that every single time we got a smaller bar next to the previous large bar was the beginning of the recent pullbacks. Well, this turned out to cancel out pretty fast, and it got a larger bar. As I stated, we want to see them go ahead and be larger than the previous to continue that upward trend. Now, in between all of this, the 1 day was still under a bull indicator, no bear indicator. It canceled out the previous one, so it was still in play. Same thing with the 4-hour, but the 30-minute yesterday was showing us a bear indicator, but in the bigger picture, there was still bull indicators, and here we are with this bull indicator canceling out this bear indicator, and it broke through a key resistance level before getting to the 11 mark, which is super important. But 1050 was the beginning area. You could see how the stock started to kind of stagnate there and struggle until it finally broke out, and there was more inflows than outflows. If I put the lower time frames, you could see right there was a consolidation around that area. 1050 was an area that if it could not break through it, then the bulls were going to lose traction, and the bears and shorts were going to try to just bring it right back down. So super strong move, super strong day. I look forward to seeing your thoughts. Do you think this still has room, or this is it? And what is it that you feel that makes it go higher? Apart from the short interest and the borrow fee rate, what more do you see? Because that days to cover is still a concern of mine, but it turns out everyone was sharing some very reasonable stuff in yesterday's comments, and I would love to see you guys brainstorm here together, all of us, discuss it and talk about what's going on with RDBX and how this could still have more room to go higher if it breaks through these key resistance levels that we're going to talk about. So let's talk about the upside before the downside, right? To the upside, we want to see this break above 1380. It rejected twice there, but most importantly, the high here of 1462, and then getting up towards $15, and then we can start talking about higher levels above that. To the downside, the first support is 1219. I would just round it down to $12. If $12 gets broken through, I'll be watching 1112 and seeing if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears are going to try to tear it down even quicker. Most importantly though, on 42 vision, I'm going to be watching on the 15-minute, right? if a bear indicator pops up that pulls this one back down, it'll be the first bear indicator that we see in a whole entire day, because this bull indicator has been in effect. And same thing for the 30-minute. I'll be watching if a bear indicator pops up that cancels out this bull indicator, and if these shift from bright green with red borders into dark green with red borders, or even red bars in the process. I'm going to be watching that very carefully here on 42 Vision. Now, if you want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord and the 42 Vision indicators, and you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together, and receiving this edge over the charts to maximize within the volatility, guys. Not financial advice, but my opinion alone, and this is my perspective. But I believe the volatility will continue, and having this edge will make all the difference to maximize within the market moves. I mean, if I pull up the SPY, you could see how many times there's been swings to the upside, and this one was pretty big right here, and to the downside and to the upside again. Every single time there's been opportunities in either direction, and this is what I'm doing. I'm maximizing within these moves, within the volatility. And again, this is not financial advice. This is just my perspective alone, in my opinion. But having an edge and clarity and knowing why one is doing what they're doing and what they're looking at makes all the difference, guys. We look forward to having you join us, and as always, let's make some money.